The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football. But I think the play gets made.
You're lucky, brother. I threw that shit to the wrong fucking receiver. You're a lucky guy. You're fucking lucky.
Stack things up and make it difficult.
Second down, Evans looking for space.
Oh, fuck, this guy broke that tackle.
He's got some way to go.
What the fuck?
Touchdown, Chicago.
He's a lucky dude, bro. He's a lucky fucking dude. You better cherish your points.
And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are back within a score. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Evans. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Evans. Room here to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Evans. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to surge ahead with Evans. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Running left, it's Barkley. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A handoff, Barkley running left. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, a run with Evans. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Evans. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 38.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them. Exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind it.
Could be a house call. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A give running right is Evans. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You ain't going nowhere. Check 37.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Running right, this is Evans. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kari Blasingame. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for two.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
161 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. One last shot at the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.